It seems like the buzz surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville is growing once again, and this time it's not just because of the usual drama between cast members. There's something bigger going on behind the scenes. The whispers, the rumors, and the little breadcrumbs that fans have been piecing together are all pointing towards something major. The talk around town is that the cast has been in Los Angeles recently, possibly filming the reunion and maybe even something extra. Yes, word is spreading that not only did they shoot the long-awaited reunion, but they might have filmed a special episode as well. It's all alleged, of course, but when the streets start talking, there's usually a reason behind the noise. A few weeks ago, people began speculating that the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast would be traveling to LA. Those rumors first popped up back in August or September, and many fans weren't sure what to make of it. Some brushed it off as fan chatter, but as time went on, things started lining up. The dates mentioned back then, October 14th through the 17th, ended up being significant. Reports began circulating that during that exact time frame, several cast members were indeed spotted in Los Angeles. That's when the speculation grew stronger. The idea of a reunion filming made sense, but when the word special started popping up in the comments, it took on a life of its own. Was this special something like a holiday episode? A Christmas or Thanksgiving special? Or maybe a sit-down event with Carlos King? Nobody really knows for sure, but the timing and the details seem to fit too perfectly to ignore. Photos began circulating, showing Tisha and other cast members walking the streets of Hollywood. One image even caught her standing on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, her face beautifully made up, which stood out to viewers, since she usually keeps her look simple. Fans who follow the show closely noticed that this was different from her usual gym-ready, minimal makeup style. It suggested that she was getting glammed up for something significant. Then came the posts, the quiet confirmations, and the vague captions that didn't give much away, but hinted enough to get everyone talking. It was clear that something big was happening. The energy around the cast was different. It wasn't just a casual trip. This felt like work, like production, like reunion energy. Then came another layer to the story. A producer who's often associated with the show and who was seen greeting cast members at last season's reunion posted something interesting on his Instagram. The post matched the same time frame that fans had been discussing. The photo itself didn't reveal much, but to the trained eye, it hinted at production activity. So what a fan commented, saying that not only did they film the reunion, but also a special, people began connecting the dots. Could this have been the reunion shoot followed by a surprise project? Maybe something OWN wants to drop around the holidays to keep viewers hooked between seasons. That idea doesn't seem far-fetched at all. But that's not where the buzz stops. There's also a lot of conversation about what's happening with Miss Wanda and whether she might be getting her own spin-off. A new casting call recently surfaced online, looking for a strong field producer for an unscripted reality show based in Birmingham. That immediately got people wondering, why Birmingham? What kind of show would they be filming there? The timing and location set off alarms for fans who have followed the Love and Marriage franchise closely. Could it be that OWN or Carlos King are expanding the universe again, this time closer to Huntsville? And could Miss Wanda and her family be the ones leading that project? If that's true, it would make sense. Miss Wanda is one of those personalities who doesn't need much help commanding attention. She's loud, funny, unpredictable, and always finds a way to keep herself in the mix. Fans either love her or love to talk about her. And that kind of energy is exactly what networks look for when they want to build a spin-off, even if it's just a test project. The idea of filming something around her family in Birmingham Sounds like the kind of move that would get people talking and tuning in. After all, the Love and Marriage brand has already shown that there's an audience for strong, outspoken Southern families navigating relationships, business, and community ties. A Wanda-focused spin-off might actually work. Meanwhile, there's been some chatter about Lance Fletcher, one of the names connected to the show. Fans noticed that he had been posting content that appeared to show him in Los Angeles during the same period that the rest of the cast was rumored to be there. One of his posts showed him in a fast-moving car with bright sunlight, and another from what appeared to be a dressing room. It looked like something connected to filming. Later on, during an episode, there was even mention that he had to go back to Huntsville, which further confirmed he had been away for a time. It's possible that his storyline is being expanded in the new episodes, or maybe he's finally getting more screen time and recognition. People also noticed some playful gossip suggesting that he might have needed a babysitter while in LA. A lighthearted but telling detail that reminded viewers how deep the fan community watches every move these cast members make. But while the reunion talk and LA sightings have been fueling the excitement, not everything being said about the cast has been flattering. Recently, there was a review written about the Black Cigar Lounge, the business owned by Marceau and Tisha. The review painted a picture that many fans found surprising, especially given how the lounge is portrayed on television. According to the person who wrote it, their experience there was far from what they expected. They arrived during lunchtime, hoping for food and a lively environment, but instead found the place almost empty, except for a few employees doing a photo shoot. The reviewer said that while one young woman behind the bar was kind and attentive, she informed them that the kitchen wasn't open and that food wouldn't be available for another hour. For a lounge that's received so much attention on TV, that was a disappointing discovery. The reviewer also described the atmosphere as underwhelming, mentioning that the interior felt small and cluttered, while the outdoor patio needed some attention. Cleaning, fresh paint, and maintenance. They left the experience feeling let down, even admitting that they were initially drawn there because of how the establishment had been featured on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That disappointment extended to how the reviewer felt about the show itself, saying that sometimes the people, places, and situations we see on reality TV aren't what they appear to be in real life. It was a sobering statement that raised questions about how much of what viewers see is authentic and how much is curated for entertainment. However, soon after that review began circulating, another story surfaced. This time, something positive for Marceau and Tisha. They were featured in Black Enterprise magazine, and it was a big moment for them as entrepreneurs. The article highlighted their new venture, Black Chocolate in a Bottle, a gourmet white wine infused with cocoa and made from Chardonnay grapes. It's a luxury product designed to bring a unique experience to consumers. The write-up described it as a blend of indulgence and innovation, something that could become a signature for their growing brand. For Marceau, being recognized by a respected business publication must have been an important milestone, especially since he's been vocal about wanting to expand beyond the show's drama and focus on his entrepreneurial pursuits. So, while the review from one visitor wasn't glowing, this national recognition in Black Enterprise painted a completely different picture. It reminded fans that there's always more than one side to every story. Success doesn't always come without criticism, and public figures like Marceau and Tisha are constantly balancing the line between reality TV fame and real-world business credibility. Now shifting back to the streets of Huntsville. The conversation recently took another turn when fans noticed that Martell Holt had been spotted out again. After all the drama and court appearances, people have been paying close attention to where he goes and who he's seen with. According to the street team, Martell was recently seen at Topgolf with a friend, apparently enjoying himself. The post that surfaced showed him casually dressed, looking relaxed, with some appetizers and car keys placed on the table beside him. It didn't appear to be a major event, just a normal outing, but given Martell's public image, even the simplest appearances become talking points. For someone who's been at the center of so much controversy, Martell being seen in good spirits is something fans will always analyze. Some will say he's just trying to move forward and find normalcy after a rough period, while others believe he's making subtle statements every time he steps out. Either way, he remains one of the most talked about figures in the love and marriage universe, and every sighting keeps his name in conversation. It's also worth noting that the cast's energy online seems to have shifted. Everyone appears to be gearing up for something. The quiet moments before a reunion always feel like the calm before the storm. People stop posting as much, captions get vague, and fans begin noticing when someone goes silent. It's like the entire cast collectively takes a step back, waiting for the right time to reveal what's coming next. That's what makes these reunion rumors feel even more believable. And while all this is happening, Ken and Trish's names have also been floating through the conversation. There's a thread circulating online discussing whether Ken is staying in the public eye for love, fame, or both. Some fans have speculated that he's been using his time on the show as an opportunity to be noticed by bigger names in the industry. In one exchange, someone even suggested that he's been interested in acting, and once mentioned Tyler Perry's name as a dream opportunity. Those comments have led to some people questioning his motives, wondering if his presence on the show is more strategic than personal. But to be fair, Ken has been open about his work in entertainment. He's appeared in stage plays and posted clips from performances, showing that he's genuinely building a career in the arts. He even played a role in a production called Soul Food: Another Serving, where he portrayed a security guard character known for his humor and strong personality. On top of that, he's active as a podcaster, fitness motivator, and public speaker. So maybe it's not so much about using the show, but rather using every platform available to grow his brand. In the entertainment world, that's not uncommon. Still, it's easy to see why fans are divided. Some admire the hustle, while others question the authenticity. Then there's Trish, who continues to attract attention for her looks and style choices. Recently, fans have been talking about her hair again, a topic that always seems to circle back whenever new photos surface. She was seen wearing a blonde style similar to one from a past reunion, and while some thought it looked great, others felt it wasn't her best look. The internet never holds back opinions, especially when it comes to reality stars' appearances. But regardless of what people think about her hair, Trish remains one of the more composed figures on the show, balancing her public image while navigating the messiness that comes with fame. All of these moving pieces, from the reunion filming in Los Angeles to the possibility of a special, from Miss Wanda's rumored spin-off to Martell being spotted out, are painting a picture of a show that's quietly gearing up for a massive return. The anticipation is growing because fans know that when Love and Marriage Huntsville goes quiet, it usually means something big is brewing. It's also interesting how so many of these rumors overlap. The LA trip, the word special, and even the timing of Marceau and Tisha's magazine feature all happened within a similar period. It almost feels coordinated, like OWN and the production team are carefully setting the stage for a powerful second half of the season. It makes sense from a business standpoint, too. The show has been through ups and downs, and audiences have had strong reactions to everything from the cast dynamics to the off-screen controversies. Dropping a reunion and a potential special close together could reignite the excitement and remind viewers why they fell in love with the show in the first place. Of course, everything discussed here is alleged and based on information that's circulating among fans and sources. But it's the type of speculation that keeps the community alive and engaged. The viewers of this show aren't passive. They're detectives, commentators, and passionate supporters who notice every detail. They know when someone changes their hairstyle, when a producer posts something cryptic, and when a cast member suddenly goes quiet on social media. They pick up on patterns that casual viewers might miss, and it's that level of attention that has turned Love and Marriage Huntsville into more than just a reality show. It's become a cultural conversation. As the new season approaches, one can't help but wonder how the reunion will unfold. Will old wounds reopen? Will alliances shift again? And what kind of special was filmed in LA, if any at all? If Miss Wanda's spin-off turns out to be real, that would also mark a new era for the franchise. It's a reminder that in this world, nothing stays the same for long. The cast evolves, relationships change, and the cameras keep rolling. Even with all the gossip and speculation, one thing remains true. Love and Marriage Huntsville has managed to capture something raw and relatable about ambition, relationships, and community. It's messy, emotional, and sometimes over the top, but that's exactly what keeps people coming back. The reunion buzz is just the latest spark in a story that continues to surprise its audience. And with Martell out enjoying life, Marcel and Tisha getting recognized in national media, and fans waiting for answers about LA filming, the anticipation for what's next is at an all-time high. Whatever happens next, it's clear that the story of this cast isn't slowing down anytime soon. The rumors will keep circulating, the fans will keep digging, and the cameras will keep capturing every moment. Love and Marriage Huntsville is once again at the center of conversation, not just because of what's on screen, but because of what's happening off it. And that's what makes this reality series so addictive. Every time you think it's quiet, another wave of headlines hits. Every time you think you've seen it all, something new surfaces. The reunion buzz is real. The excitement is undeniable. And the next chapter of this show promises to deliver even more than before.